What's going on, you guys? If you're new here, my name is Morgan, and welcome back to another video. So as you guys know, I had the gas station puppies for a little while. So I called them the gas station puppies because I picked them up from the gas station, and I wish I would have had the time or done the video because I had Pluto and Jupiter over here because the family went out on vacation, or went out of town on vacation. They went for a cruise. I wish I would have thought about doing a video with them, and I did. But things happened super duper fast, and in like less than what felt like, honestly, a couple hours or even a day, the rest of the Planet puppies were going home. So I had them from Saturday afternoon to Friday morning. I took them at 7 a.m. to go meet the transport so they could go out of state. So the rescue transported the Planet puppies out of state. And they are officially gone. So, I honestly, like I said, I wish I would have thought about it and done the video beforehand. But unfortunately, I did not, and I feel a little bit short on that one. I was very, very preoccupied and busy that entire few days that I had them. It was insane. I really can't describe everything that happened, but it was a lot. The 5 days that I did have them, well, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I guess you could say 7 days. I didn't have Friday. No, I had them for about 6 days if you want to count. Well, not even that. 5 days, I guess, because Friday I didn't even have them for a full day. I had them from like 1 a.m. or midnight to 7 a.m. And even then, you know, we met the transport at 7 a.m. But Pluto went to New York, and then Jupiter went to Connecticut. And then I had the other two puppies. One went to Austin in my state, and the other one, the one that went to Austin was Saturn, and then Mars went to Michigan. So they were all adopted. Mars was actually the first one to go, and I kind of figured she would because she was absolutely adorable. She was the shyest out of all of them, which, I mean, she was loved very dearly by Hershey. Hershey loved her to death. Then it was Saturn. Saturn went home next, and I was not a part of Pluto's adoption because he was with the other foster, so I didn't get to meet his owner or talk to his owner, but he, assuming, went to a very loving home. I did see pictures, and his family, he went to a home with kids. Everybody but Saturn went to a home with kids. Saturn went to an older, or he was in his 20s, his late 20s. He went home to him in Austin. But everybody else went home to a family with kids. I would say my favorite family was the family from Connecticut, Jupiter's family, because they were super duper kind. They were super duper nice. With Saturn, I wasn't sure he was actually going to get Saturn because he was very uninterested in Saturn. So I was a little bit surprised when the lady that went over the application said, you know, he wants Saturn. So I was a little bit surprised that he wanted Saturn. With Mars, I could tell they loved Mars, but they kept like pushing buttons with the transport company and with the rescue about paying the extra money to get her there sooner, but not wanting to pay for it. So that was a big thing, and it kind of was starting to aggravate the transport company and the rescue themselves. I had made a joke about it with the owner of the rescue, and she laughed and she said, "Yeah, I know, I heard about that." The Connecticut family caused no problems whatsoever. They were very, very sweet, very, very kind. He was very excited to get Jupiter, and I'm very happy to see them all go home. They were getting a little bit wild. From what I understand, they were Chiweenie puppies. That's what the lady said. They had like the ears of a Chiweenie and the paws of a Chiweenie. Their heads were a little big, so I figured they had the tails and the ears and the paws of a Chihuahua, and everything else. Their heads were a little bit big as they grew, but they were still super duper small, so I believe they were Chiweenies or had something in them. I know they were part Chihuahua for sure, but the lady said Chiweenie, so I bet, when does that ever mean anything? When does that matter? That doesn't really make a difference. People's words, unfortunately, you know, you learn that people have a very good affinity for lying these days, as long as it gets them where they want to be. So unfortunately, you know, I don't really know for sure what they were, but I'm assuming they were Chiweenies, from what I was told, and I know they had Chihuahua in them, but again, I mean, Zero, when I first got Zero, they lied and said he was full Dachshund. He's Dachshund, Beagle, Chihuahua, Shih Tzu, and Basset. So he's got 5 different, Chihuahua, Dachshund, Beagle, Basset, Shih Tzu. He's got 5 different dog breeds in him. So when I found that out, he almost went deaf because they didn't take care of him. So when I found that out, I was a little bit surprised. But he's laying in the tote right now, passed out. Hope you like this. Who's that dog back there? That's Valentine. I renamed her Siri or Cirilla. And then you have Gabby, who is also asleep. You can see her head. And you can see Ace's body. And Elron. You can see Elron. Elron is the chocolate and tan piebald behind me. But, yeah, so that's Who's That Dog, because I haven't been doing Who's That Dog lately. But overall, I'm glad that they finally went home. It was a long haul. They were getting to be a lot. They got along with everybody really, really well, but they pooped more than any dachshund I have ever had. They poop more than Demeter does, and Demeter is their age, or now she's their age. Demeter doesn't poop that much, so they pooped a lot. I couldn't believe how much they pooped. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, they pooped a lot. But they were good puppies. I'm glad they went to their forever home. I'm glad I picked them up from the gas station, because if I hadn't, I don't know what would have happened to them. And I pray that their other siblings, because there were 6 other puppies, I pray that they're doing all right as well. But yeah, so the rescue puppies are gone. The gas station puppies are gone. So I'm glad they're gone. They were microchipped, 2 vaccinations, and sit on their way with their rabies health certificates. They are gone. And I probably won't see them again, but I hope to hear from them. And maybe I'll do some updates when I do, so y'all can hear what happens to the gas station puppies. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as usual, you guys, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. See you guys later.